Hi everyone. Ian mentioned that some of you were a little bit worried about the community day next week. So just to let you know, I've contacted Brendan about the issue raised about attendance and you not knowing some people in your groups. I know last week we had 3 people there from each group. Brendan's suggesting that we could let you go out with a minimum of 2 people, just so you've got somebody there for safety. So we'll see who's there on next Friday, and if we need to make any changes to the group, then obviously we will do. So the brief is here. It's on the Blackboard site. I also posted it in our community as well, so you could be having a look through it. So if you sort of look through there, it talks you through the objectives of the day. So it's obviously looking at access to health and well-being in the area, looking at any social inequalities, looking at concept of social capital in that community, identifying community assets, looking at your individual professional roles and how they're represented, and working well as part of a team. If you think about your allocated community, so you've been given a broad area, one of these ones, and Brendan sent an email out today getting you to maybe sort of narrow that down a little bit because some of the areas are quite large. So as a group, that's what you should be doing at the moment, is discussing where exactly you want to go and make it a smaller area. In order to do that, it might be worth doing a bit of preparation by following some of these links to Sheffield Council, Public Health England, trying to work out maybe what's in the area, what schools there are, health services, shops, and that kind of thing, because they might be the sort of places that you want to plot on your route around that sort of village or area. Maybe looking at the green spaces as well, for example. So obviously you can find out some of the things that are there online before you go and then plot your route so you can sort of have a look around and see what they're like and what the housing is like in the area. You will be coming in next Friday 9 till 10 for a briefing with me. And then we'll talk through some health and safety concerns too, but also make sure who's arrived on the day and if we have got anybody missing, so we can obviously have a kind of look at what we need to do if anything. Because you'll be then at Collegiate Campus, you need to think about your route from Collegiate Campus to your visiting area. So on the brief, you've got the links to sort of timetables, bus and tram timetables, might be applicable to you. Some of you might be able to walk there. There's a whole long list of different things that you want to look for while you're out and about. You can take photos, just don't take them of people. But you particularly wanted to look at the housing, schools, access to health services, big whole list on here, neighbourhood watch, all sorts. So at the end of the day, you're going to be doing a video log as well, which you're uploading. So there's information about that on here, no more than 5 minutes long. Something relating to social determinants of health and well-being for your area. They also want a really clever photo, which will be entered into a community, but also something the module team will use later on to share experiences. We've got a telephone number for safety, but also I'll share my number with you on the day, and I'll be contactable throughout that day, as well as briefing you 9 till 10. I'll also need to make some arrangements with you next week about how I make sure you're safe at the end of the day. So we can organise that next Friday. And then the last thing is the debrief, which is the following week, where your group is asked to present a short presentation with your key findings from that community day. So there'll be at least a reference to a local or national policy relevant to your community. So hopefully that gives you a little bit more information. And I thought maybe it was nicer than me just writing comments and adding things on, just kind of having a little chat with you on there. Obviously, you can keep adding comments and asking me questions. But if you have a look through the brief, the main things are a bit of planning really for the day. So a bit working out a bit about the area, working about how to get there, and working out as a group what it is you want to go and have a look at whilst you're there on that day. Have a lovely weekend, and I shall see you next Friday.